It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your home, especially during these very, very remarkable times. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And my big promise to you is that the time we have together during the CEO Sales Huddle will be a good use of your time. And every single morning, we like to start off with our philosophy. And our philosophy is one that has stood the test of time. It's one that we've adopted. And that is success leaves clues. Isn't that so true that if someone else has done it, so can we? So we look at a business case study every morning. We look at what worked for a CEO, what some of their challenges was, specifically in the sales department. And then we take that and then we share it with you so you can use it in your sales department as well. So let's get started. It all started with a simple problem, a busy schedule and hardly any time for any healthy meals. This was what was happening for Rachel Dory. Now, she faced this issue every single day. Like many of us, she wanted wholesome snacks. She wanted convenience. She wanted it quick, but she had a problem. And the problem she had was, how does she have this amazing healthy meal and still have time for everything else? And the idea came up to her and said, what if I had homemade frozen smoothies that I could just make and enjoy later? So Rachel began blending smoothies for a healthier lifestyle and for her family. Now, here's an interesting fact. She transformed her weekends into smoothie making marathons in the kitchen inside of Queens, New York. But her challenge, and this is a challenge that CEOs have, it's a challenge that's in the sales department. This is a challenge that is often faced when it comes to the sales message is, how does she find others and convince them that frozen food could be just as beneficial? Now, despite the hurdles, despite the skepticals, despite everyone being concerned about her being a full-time working person and a mom, Rachel's persistence paid off. Within 2 months, more strangers were purchasing her daily harvest frozen smoothies than were family and friends. So start with family and friends, start with folks that were closer, and then the business grew. Does this sound familiar to you? Because Rachel's success with Daily Harvest wasn't just about tasty frozen meals. It wasn't what it was just about. Her focus was having an innovative sales strategy that truly set her brand apart and her sales message apart, a unique selling proposition from other folks who were out there by focusing on direct relationships with farmers. This was a sales strategy. Daily Harvest could assure that they got fresh produce, they got it within 24 hours, thus it produced or preserved the quality of the food. Now, this sales concept, this sales strategy is a great sales strategy, addressing the pain points of those folks that you serve by offering a practical solution. Imagine your business as one of those frozen fruits, ensuring that your values are there. The product is always at its peak when the clients finally receive it. What's my big takeaway for you? What can you walk away with? See, Daily Harvest didn't just sell meals. They sold a sales experience as part of their sales strategy, and their sales message was about having health and time to do all the things you want to do. And for CEOs, this underscores the importance of having a clear, innovative sales strategy, a sales message that gives the sales positioning that you need to drive the revenue in your business while impacting lives. When you do that, well, my friend, you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And every morning, I love to start off with our philosophy, right? Because our philosophy for the sales department, and I believe that every CEO should adopt this philosophy, is really focused on sales. It really is focused on sales. In fact, repeat those words after me. Focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. The reason I always talk about focusing on sales, and I start off that every single morning, is my belief that if you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business. And there is a why. That's why it's so important. This is why I like to talk about it every single morning, is because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And the point that we want to drive home, the message is that selling is serious business. So for every CEO out there, sales is very, very serious business. Now, as a CEO, we also have a responsibility to our sales department. And that responsibility is a pledge that we make every single morning. And I love this pledge. I mean, I think it's near and dear to me. And people say, Shay, why do you always do it? Because I believe that as CEO, we step up to the sales department. We're responsible for providing the sales people to the sales department. We're responsible for providing the sales processes to the sales department. At the end of the day, we're responsible for providing the sales resources. So as a CEO, every day, our pledge is we will learn, earn, and return. In fact, repeat these words after me. It's not going to sound silly, I promise you, but it's something that you can adopt. And you can modify it if you want, but let's just start there. And here it is right here. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, we do that for a reason. And the reason that we do that is it's all about our sales objectives. We have 3 of those. Objective number 1 is about the sales progress. Every day we get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. Number 2 is about handling any objectives or any hurdles that are out there. Talk about that in a case study this morning. A serious hurdle. She had to overcome the hurdle. Then the third step is really the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. And sales pillar number 1 is you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3 is focusing on the sales message. I mean, what's the message that we're delivering? And then we do a whole segment. I can't wait to get to that segment. It's one of my favorite segments to do. And that whole segment is really around the CEO sales dashboard, where you, the CEO, get to step back, look at the business at its entirety. And when you look at the business entirety, you look at where you've got to put your resources, your time, and your effort. And we do that every single morning. I can't wait to get to that segment. We'll get to that segment in just a second. But first, for those folks that are tuning in, I love connecting with you. You can see me. I can't see you. We out there. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Put a hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation, that you and I are here together. If you're watching the replay, it's okay. Put a hashtag replay. Like I would just love to connect with you. So put a hashtag replay. I go back. I read every comment, by the way. I love responding to every person. Many of you DM us, by the way, and you can do that. If you're watching on Roku, we appreciate you. If you're watching on Apple TV, we appreciate you. If you're watching on one of our syndicated platforms that we broadcast from, we appreciate you. Maybe you can't make any comments. You're not here live. You can't do it for whatever reason. Maybe listen to the podcast. Thanks so much, man. We're in your ears. That is so cool. Do me a favor. Go over to @IamCheBrown. Should be right here, @IamCheBrown. And once you get over to @IamCheBrown, drop me a DM, and let me know that you're in the building. Share a message with me. Now, the question I get asked oftentimes is, what's the mission, goals, and objectives of the CEO Sales Huddle? Why do we get together for 15 minutes a day, Shay? Give me that quick. I need to know why. Remind me again. Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So if you don't even know how to sell more faster, it's fine. But most folks want to do it new. They want different. They want it faster. They want it easier. They want it with less effort. Why? Well, we have a big why. And our big why is about sales growth. It's about sales accountability. And it's about sales consistency. And every single morning when you get up, isn't that the one thing you focus on? Is how do I grow the business? How do I grow our customer base? How do I serve more people? How do I have a sales department that can not only make a difference, not only make a dollar, but at the end of the day, impact lives? And that's why we get together for 15 minutes a day. So we only have for 15 minutes. 15 minutes a day is all it takes. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So that's 15 minutes. So that 15 minutes represents 1% of the day. So that 1% of the day that you tune in, that you're focused, we're focused on the one area, which is really sales, 1% of the day. Now, what's our number one outcome? Our number one outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you earn today. You're in this conversation. You show up, and because you're in this conversation, you earn an extra $100,000 more than you would have earned if you wasn't in this conversation. Now, you might say, how do I do that, Shay? I like the idea. 100,000 sounds great. But how do I do it? What am I measuring? What am I managing? What tools do I have as a CEO at my disposal? Well, it didn't exist. So we created something a while back, and it's called CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created so you can go to one place. You can look at the 5 key indicators that every business needs in order to be successful. There are only 5. For the sales department. You can add on more, you can customize it, but these 5 are the core. It's like diet and exercise for health. It's like drink more water for health. It's like have vitamins for your health. You need leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So there's 4 key core areas. And we're going to pause. And as you go over to CEO Sales, www.ceosalesdashboard.com, www.ceosalesdashboard.com, you can download it now. Now, once you get there, it's going to look something like this. And when this comes up, this gives you an opportunity, I think you can see it, to go look at it and say, okay, what do I need to focus on? Now, when you open up the Excel spreadsheet, this is an Excel spreadsheet, you can customize it. Go to the left-hand side and find today's date. Once you find today's date, come down, look at leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So those are all on the left-hand side. You can go across to the top, find today's date, and you can come down and say, okay, let me just slow down for a moment. Let me take a look at how many leads came into my database yesterday. Leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. And leads are what drive the entire business. So let's look at a couple of things. Number one, how many new leads went to your database yesterday? Go ahead and put that down. Like seriously, maybe you're doing this right now. Maybe your team did it for you. Maybe this is the best use of time doing it. How many leads were engaged? How many of those leads were your team able to qualify? This is everything for the company, everything that the team was able to bring in. You go ahead and put that down now, and you can go across. Now, some of you can look at the number one product you have and say, well, how does that relate to my product? So what product do I want to look at and see what leads came in? So there's leads that are new to the CRM. Got it. Check. There are leads that were engaged. That means they maybe went in, they opted in. Maybe they texted in. Maybe they phone called in. Then there are referrals. Maybe you're tracking referrals. Maybe that's a very important part of your business. Here's what we do know. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And what a key concept that you can use in your business as well. Now, after we look at the CEO dashboard, we step back and we celebrate the wins. We say, wow, what's worked really, really well? We're not here to beat ourselves up. So let's take a look at it. I believe that powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So let's go ahead and celebrate some wins. What are you most proud of for your sales department? Like seriously, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? If you could brag, come on here and just brag about what do you want to brag about for the sales department yesterday. It was so hot. It was so mighty. You can't wait to brag. Like, shit, I'm ready to brag. I want to throw down. I am here. What would you want to brag about? And then we go over to the other side and we acknowledge that there's challenges. We acknowledge this is not easy. We acknowledge that there's going to be some ups and some downs and some hurdles that we've got to overcome. But with every seed of adversity, there's an equal seed of opportunity. So let's take a look. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What is preventing you today from moving forward? And then go ahead and answer this question. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So what is the one thing that you can do, that you can control, that if you did it, it would move your business and or your life forward? My message to you of the day is focus on your sales message. My message of your day is get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. You'll be more powerful. You'll be more persuasive. You'll connect to more people, and you'll make a greater difference. Focus on your words. My mentor taught me, Dr. Donald J. Moyne, many years ago. He said something to me when we were at a training in Las Vegas. And there's only a few of us there. It's one of those, $20,000 type of weekend programs. And he said these words that changed my life. He said, your words will make you rich. Whoa, how powerful is that? Isn't that something that we can embrace? Isn't that something we can hold on to? So my message today is focus on what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. Focus on your sales message. When you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being part of it. We appreciate you. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless and keep doing God's work. Peace. We are out of here. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.